Hey guys, I am here and I'm ready to... No, I'm not. I'm not ready. I'm barely awake. No, I'm not even barely awake. This is just... Whoa, I forgot how high I jump. Okay, anyway, today is the day of retractions. Let's beat the snot out of my sugarcane and then figure out what the heck we're going to do for today. Tired Wander today. Yeah, just the mixture of a lot of things going on, it being kind of dry and rainy and whatnot. My inventory is super full, isn't it? Right, because I never actually cleared anything out of my inventory, and that's a serious problem for a load of different reasons. Let's actually deal with that a little bit. Is Wander prestiged yet? Nope. I'd like to, but no. Let's see. Let's put that away for a second. We gotta clear some things out. And it's not going to be very easy. So I should mention for today, the music we're going to be listening to is from Celeste. This specifically, I actually have no idea which song this is. But, so we're going to be listening to the Celeste soundtrack for the next couple hours. And also the B-sides and then the farewell to Celeste. I don't know. I really like Lena Raine's music. She does absolutely wonderful stuff. And so it's kind of neat to listen to. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. How are you doing, Wander? Ring fit tiredness? Yes. Actually, pretty much exactly that. How do I get more of these? Dilithium truffles. Okay, so we gotta figure out how to get dilithium. I guess, yeah, it's time to work on some pigs. Yeah, it's beautiful music. Oh yeah, her stuff is good. Okay. I was a bit saddened here for Wander Song. What the? For Wander Song, they're moving away from... they're going to be moving away from Michelle in the Pit in favor of Lena Raine, but I'm also totally fine with that. Okay, so first and foremost, we probably need to expand the farm. Before that, though, we should probably actually deal with some of these things. So I got titanium ore. Okay, titanium dust. I think no matter what, I'm going to need this out of pigs. Yeah, so we're going to need to get titanium truffles. Yeah, it's pig time. I was really hoping that I could grow these, but no dice. So... I guess it's really two problems that I'm dealing with. One, my inventory is insufficient for the amount of stuff that I have to deal with. Let's probably exile some things. I don't know. I want to hold on to the andesite, gravel, and whatnot. I don't know what half this stuff is actually going to be useful for. Let's see. The chestplate reminds me of the old Wanderbot avatar from thumbnails. Yeah. I mean, it pretty much is the old Wanderbot. Wanderbot avatar. Like, I made this well before I did any major redesigns. This character was created in, like, the first year of YouTube for me, which is actually really exciting, and kind of fun for me to go back to, but also a little out of date, but I'm fine with it for this one. So let's get rid of the lead ore, the silver ore, and whatnot, because we just don't need that. What is andesite used for? It looks like not a whole heck of a lot. I can chisel it. Oh. I might want to hold on to that a little bit. What's limestone used for? Limestone is actually useless. What about slate? Looks like slate is actually useless. What about granite? Only a couple of things, but it is used for nuclear crafts. What about marble? Marble has a couple more that I can do. There's the resonating wand, sooty marble. Not much else beyond that, but it does also make the grindstone at the luminous crafting table. Okay, so I'm going to want to hold... Hold on to that one. Okay, did I put all of the... Where did I put all the iron bars? I swear I had, like, a supply of iron bars somewhere. I guess I don't. One way or another, we're just going to dump most of these here, except for you. Figure that out. Also, thank you, Weasel of Doom, for gifting a sub to Kruglov. I can word, but thank you. Oh, here's where my iron bars were. Okay. Drop that off. So, let's go back into this. I'm just going to dump them there, so I don't have to worry about it going anywhere. Okay. We're gonna need more mineral wood, but that's super easy to come by. Use marble for astral sorcery multi-block, which doesn't show under recipes. Huh. Okay. I mean, straight up, there are certain things that I might never even reach in this because... Let's see. If I were to theoretically draw fan art or something like that, where'd I send it? Twitter works really well, or Discord works really well. Both of those are probably the best places to send me stuff, just because YouTube comments obviously just go by... Twitch goes by way too fast, and... I mean, where else would you... Email. Email is awful. Never email me anything. Unless you're a developer sending me games, because that's generally the only thing I'm looking for there. Weird hearing someone say, Rube pronounced that way. It's my last name. And it's never said right. How is it pronounced? I'll bite. I have no idea. Let's see. Actually, we should probably go get... We should go get some dirt. And some leaves. Oh, wait, like I said? Oh, so wait, I said it correctly? Krug? Huh. I'm the best. Okay, so we don't really need cottonwood resin. Yeah, let's grab a lot of these. No matter what, I'm gonna have to switch something around. I emailed you a screenshot of something, but you still responded. I will respond, but... So, I receive an average of 15 emails a day, if not more. That is the hardest place for me to see and hold on to anything. Because no matter what, it's just going to get buried under the many, many other emails that I get from developers, people wanting things from me, people spamming me with really, really shitty-looking advertisements or advertising propositions, like, advertise our game. We'll give you $10. And I'm like, no. You guys would not believe how many times Raid Shadow Legends has been like, advertise our garbage. And I'm like, no, thank you. I know everybody does. Oh, right. I have to have the leaf blocks here. Like, I know every YouTuber under the sun specifically has advertised for that series game, but no, not me. I played Raid, didn't like it one bit. Yeah, I figured as much. I think they actually do pay pretty well, but the only sponsored games and series I will ever do is for games that seem like they'd fit people's interests. Like, I am here to play games that I enjoy and share them with other people. And if it's a game that I've never played before, then I'm probably not going to do a sponsored anything on it. Whoops. And if it's a game that looks good and I haven't played it before, like, it better be from a decent pedigree. Like, I think the only sponsored content that I've ever really done was for a roguelike that looked kind of decent. And was okay, but very, very poorly translated. And a Year of Rain, actually, the other day. I liked, or the other day, like, was it a couple weeks ago or last month? One way or another, I rather liked Year of Rain. Shame it was so buggy. They should have taken more time before they, you know, properly released that one. Okay. I need a shovel. That's what I'm wandering around for. I know I was missing something. Let's see, Rooster Teeth is a good example of how to do proper sponsorships. I actually have not listened to the RT podcast at all. I try and stay away from people's content if it's similar to mine or if it's like something that might be similar to mine. Because then I end up just like, and I just end up becoming closer to them in style, and that's not great. It might be worth it still just to hear other people's opinions, but I don't know. I should figure out how to automate this. Not that it takes too long. Like once you actually get the key combos down, you can pretty much just zip through this in no time flat. Let's see. One problem is, doing it right takes just enough focus that I can't commentate over it well. But that's okay. Holy crap, I have a lot of this stuff. There's probably some way that I can... Do we want to do that right now? I got a lot of things. I mean, make an automated user to automate placing cobble in it. Well, it's dirt. Yeah, does a hopper work with a cauldron? Because I've never had it work with a cauldron before. I want to see. Are there any different types of cauldrons? No. Hoppers don't work. Droppers work, though. Dropper. I haven't experimented with droppers yet. So automated user is a block that acts like the player. You put items in it, and say you want it left or right click on an adjacent block. I'm not sure if that would work so hot with all the water, though, because I need to have it put water, then dirt, then leaves. It probably would work. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to try and do pipes. Item duct. Okay. So we're out of tin and we're out of lead. Sort of. Sort of yes, sort of no. I need to get some more tin and lead. Okay. Let me see. I guess I should probably go back to these things and actually go back to harvesting them. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Ouija board, for the 6-month resub. I mean, 6 months. Sorry, 18-month resub. You keep yelling 6 months, you're going to infect my brain. But thank you. How are you doing this fine and lovely evening? How are you all doing? I'm starting to wake up. It just takes a little while. Oh. I understand kind of how this works. Should probably get rid of these traveler's goggles. I don't actually know if I need them as much. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I was going to make a couple more item ducts, and then we're going to figure out servos. Okay, I just need nuggets. Iron nugs. Okay. So I got that. You're doing massive snow dumping. Oh. I don't know. I guess I'm a bit jealous. I'd like snow. We had like a smattering of snow yesterday, but that was about it. It wasn't bad, it was just insufficient for my taste. I like getting buried in snow. Okay. Yeah, let's put this up on this upper floor, because I never actually finished it up here. We're not an F7. Just so we don't have any WoW surprises show up. Let's see, found a YouTube short vid about automating a cauldron. I don't know why, but I really do not like trying to watch YouTube videos when it comes to learning. I think part of it is because I didn't really grow up with video tutorials on anything, and if I did, they were garbage. And so, call it an old man thing at this point. But it's one of those where, like, trying to watch somebody piece together something as a guide just feels deeply uncomfortable for me. And yeah, just yep. I don't know how to describe it apart from just like it just doesn't feel right. So I'm just gonna try and make it work with what I've got, and people just yell at me inevitably, telling me what I did or did not do wrong. Okay, so we're just gonna do basic stone cauldron. I guess I should run some water pipes up and around here. Which means maybe what I should do is actually have this be around here. The problem is I need to tear up a number of these things. And I don't necessarily want to. I guess I'm just going to start milking these for all they're worth. And we're gonna just solidify them and then get them out of there. Because this isn't so bad. But we need more space. And eventually I'd like to set up automation today. That's gonna be my goal. I've been doing things on manual for far too long. And it's not great. How much? Oh boy, yeah, there's no way we're getting through all that. I'm just gonna break that. We're gonna put all the cobalt stuff back. We're just gonna put it here. I'm just gonna use that until there's nothing left. And then we're gonna go from there. Because at least the gold I can use and reuse freely. And it's just burning through that pretty quick. Okay. So next question is, I guess I should probably actually set up the automated cauldron out here, where the power network is going. Because trying to set it back over near all the smelteries, one, that is going to be my dedicated... What? Okay, let's put away the dilithium. I don't know where all these chickens are coming from. I guess they're just coming from that open field. Which I guess is good. But eventually we're going to have to probably start eliminating chickens. I'm going to have to live out my Fable fantasy once again and kick some chickens all the way to the moon. Which might be very far or might be closer than I think in this mod pack. I'm not really sure where the moon is approximately. Wait, hold up. Question. I know there's a mod specifically so you can go to the moon in Minecraft. My question is, can you combine that mod with Skyblock? Because I feel like Skyblock would actually be kind of fun if you could straight up just, like, fly to the moon. Yeah, Galacticraft. Okay. I remember Galacticraft was one of the first mod packs I ever saw for Minecraft that looked really cool. It was really tempting for me to just load that one up and try it at some point. But it feels like the kind of thing that I'd want to play with other people. And even then, like, it's kind of a weird mixed bag. Like, I've specifically, you know, I've talked during this series about people that, that have had their channels eaten by Minecraft. And I actually spent a fair bit of time bumming around on Social Blade yesterday, effectively just looking at, like, hey, here's a bunch of old, like, Minecraft YouTubers. You know, what happened to them? Where did they go? Where have they gone? Gotta go back to the first video of this. Remember where you got started. It was a tree. I love how ridiculous this gets, and how like out of control everything becomes. This is a really good song. I mean, it's a little bloopy, but that's true of most. Okay. So, we have a couple of things that we need to do. I mean, that actually looks really good. Hey, I got it. Okay. Can I provide more info about what I found with the Minecraft YouTubers? Sorry about that. Or the music is bloopy. Okay, anyway, so I hope you're asking me about the Minecraft YouTubers that got their start with it. And so I was just looking at how many of them, you know, were still active YouTubers. How many of them have quit? How many of them burnt out specifically on Minecraft? How many of them have said, like, yeah, I never want to play this game again? And it's really interesting to see just how many of these people have had meteoric rises and falls and yeah, just fallen off the face of the internet or been chased off by their maybe not their success, but some amount of it. We're gonna have to tear everything up, and I don't know, I want to make like separate zones for everything, but I think eventually I'm just gonna fill in all the gaps and just run around. Yeah, Yogscast have left Minecraft behind for the most part. Yep. And that is, I mean, to be fair, Yogscast didn't even get their start with Minecraft. They got their start with World of Warcraft. Yogscast was more of like a podcast and video show to WoW rating guides and whatnot. But yeah, who else from that era? I mean, I was looking at a lot of YouTubers specifically from Hermitcraft who've all just kind of disappeared. And, you know, it's fine. People have their own lives and so on and so forth. And not everybody needs to do YouTube for the rest of their lives. But when I first got my started, WoW Joke Rate Guides is how they got started. I didn't really watch Yogscast at the time, so I can't really commentate on what they had done. But yeah, it was something to that extent. But, like, before I started my channel, there was this... It was a lengthy list of really big YouTubers to keep your eye on. And, like, they were the up-and-comers. And I'm specifically not really naming names, because that's not great. I don't actually know if anybody would ever care if they heard me even talking about this topic. But I'd hate to make, like, accidental enemies by talking candidly about, like, what I think happened to so-and-so and whatnot. But it always seems like no matter what, like, there are more people that have just kind of fallen off the face of the internet, are somehow, like, 1,000 times smaller than they used to be, views-wise or channel-wise or whatever else. And I guess I've been kind of feeling that effect over the past year or two. I don't know how many of you guys have specifically been, following my channel and for how long, but how many of you guys were watching back in 2013, 2014? My assumption is most people probably haven't. I was a much smaller YouTuber then, and I'm assuming most people have not gone back to watch that old content. But I guess kind of... This all started as a result of... I was talking about Scrap Mechanic and how Scrap Mechanic had resulted in the end of multiple friendships. And I actually went back to try and catalog, like, a number of the friends that I have had and then lost along the way. Let's see, efficient way is to make the builder's wand if you can make one. I don't think I can. Maybe I can. Wand of the lazy builder. Maybe that's it? Duh. I think that's it. Building scepter is better. Cyclic building scepter. Obsidian, nether quartz, and... Obsidian, nether quartz, and bone blocks, and some other things. Okay, I can do that. Admittedly, there's something kind of cathartic about just doing it manually, but yeah. It's time-consuming. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna chuck these leaf blocks into the void. They're currently clogging everything, and I really just don't need them right now. They'll grow back. Because yeah, we want to get rid of all this grubbins. I have a lot of diamond saplings. I don't really need it. And building one does not seem to be in the pack. Which has confused me thoroughly over the course of this, but that's fine. I honestly don't need it. Oh, I should probably move some wood over to the, I should move some wood over to the generators. Okay. Oh well. But yeah, so... was looking at just kind of the list of all the people I've played with and how many of them are still active YouTubers. And the answer is, like, it is a... it is almost distressing how many people I've played with and that have just, like, kind of come and gone. I guess that's kind of the point of the industry. Almost nobody is actually a professional YouTuber. There's a lot of kind of potential hopefuls along the way, but it's very difficult to get to the point where this can be your profession, and almost everybody that even gets to the point where it is their profession usually kind of slowly drops off, finds something else to do with themselves, or just kind of coasts until they don't exist anymore. And one bad move can make everyone up and leave your channel. Yeah, and there are some people that make bad moves and still manage to kind of come back from it, or some people that can make infinite bad moves and people are still fine with it. I always find it fascinating that Game Grumps has a straight-up, like, hate subreddit dedicated towards them, and, you know, as far as I can tell, nothing Nothing's going to keep them down. I haven't really checked their metrics in forever, but I'm assuming they're doing fine. Let's see. We should probably go get rid of the rest of this sugarcane. Oh, JP. Yeah, let's not talk about that specific level of... There are some people that people just love to watch regardless of how, like, messed up they are and how slimy they are. I don't know. There's a weird part of human nature that seems to worship people that are just kind of dirt. Okay, we might have to replace some of these. The repeating texture, it really does not look good. Do we have a better floor block that I could work with? Because, yeah, I love the idea of planks, but the problem is they just, as the texture recedes into the distance, it does not look good. Problem is there's too many blocks for me to, like, really look at, so... I mean... we could go nuts. Yeah, we could do marble. I was gonna say we could go nuts and build like a totally automated gold fabricator and just pump out an insane amount of like gold flooring. I don't know. Concrete has a nice texture. I mean, concrete has no texture-ish. Unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit of effort to get back. Okay, we're just going to... We're just going to start making little interruptions in here. So for starters, I'm going to need a pig pen. Easiest way to just deal with the repeating texture problem is just to hide it. Can you chisel mineral? I don't think you can. I'm just seeing that texture disappear into the distance, and I'm like, ugh, that doesn't look good. I guess the other thing I could do is just a bunch of dirt, but that would attract an insane amount of critters, and I don't really want that. What the? Oh. Oh. I like the little lights that I can put down. But they do actually apparently have physical form. Probably should have put the grass blocks down first. Okay. So we want to do... We want to get the pigs over here. I'm going to want 2 of these pigs, probably. Maybe. And yeah, note to self, don't murder any more pigs. Because that'll be bad. Chiseled planks can look pretty awesome. I actually was not under... I was not aware that you could chisel planks. Let's go find my chisel, then. I wonder if there's an auto chisel that I can make. Alright. Chisel is in here. I cannot chisel mineral. I can chisel these. Okay. Disarray horizontal and vertical might not be a bad idea. What other trees do I have? I was really hoping the mineral would work. We have birch. We do have dark oak. Let's see. Does this have simple storage? It does. I've been putting it off a little bit, but I think I've been putting it off for too long. Yeah, it connects all your chests together. Yeah. Okay, simple storage it is. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that is under the age of storage. Okay, here we go. So, remote. Craft simple storage network processing controller block. Simple storage network request block to facilitate your processing tasks. Network master block acts as the brain of your storage system and needs to be placed to work correctly. Okay. Here we go. Only one per network. Use to overview and request items for the network. Default cable to connect parts of your network. Storage link cable. Okay. So how do we do this? Also, thank you, Aura user 56 for the year-long resub. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, replace all the blocks easily with the builder's tool. Ah, it's cyclical. Okay. Okay. The gentle exchange scepter might not be a bad idea. Okay, one way or another, what am I missing? Missing the obsidian. Okay, let's build the building scepter. So I need 2 iron ingots and 2 emeralds. See, does Wander have any flight yet? I actually haven't bothered with flight. I feel like it would be weird. It might be okay. I don't know. Let's see. So let's do this. How the deuce do we not have any iron here? Okay, drop the iron off. So we want to make gentle exchange. I'm not entirely sure how this thing works. And why it's pulling mineral over anything else, but that's okay. So how does this thing work? Normal, reset, ugh. I like the idea of using this to replace a bunch of things. I wonder if this specifically will let me, what is pulling from? It's probably just pulling from the first thing in my inventory. Let's see, you can craft with the remote, so long as the chest is connected to a hub, it can be accessed from anywhere to craft in your inventory. Okay, so it is absolutely pulling from whatever the first thing in my inventory is. It's actually going to make it really easy. We're going to start by probably replacing almost all of these blocks with just mineral, and then we're going to come through and probably replace a fair bit of it with dark oak. I'm just going to be ping-ponging from one major thing to the next today, and that's okay. A little concerned about how to fix this thing, probably with emeralds. But the reason why I want to do this is it's going to make it a lot easier to get access to those lower sections of the those lower sections of my bonsai area at the very least. It's a lot of blue. It's probably too much blue. That's okay. Oh, right. Vines. Do I have my... Okay, let's grab all of my vines. I don't think I need any more for a very, very long time. So leave the outlines another color. Well, what I was actually planning on doing is replacing most of the floorboards with dark oak instead. And maybe acacia, but I gotta actually start... Whoops. I can replace that with a donut. I didn't know you can.